Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Missouri State Bears, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Blue Hens will kick it away to start. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bears offense will have the opening possession of the game. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. So Delaware's offense will have its first possession of the game. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches.
There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're facing a 3rd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Blue Hens are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man in the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off play action on 1st down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to get rid of it, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Oh, they're after him. They've got the screen set up. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the 2nd half.
And the Bears will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kelly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going over the top. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Going to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. This defense will try to get the ball back for their offense or at least prevent a score here late in the fourth. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bears. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
Setting up for the PAT, and when it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Makes the grab. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Missouri State. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his big tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Working that wide receiver screen. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Here's the pressure. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the